And welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to cut the mufflers off my 2021 Dodge Charger because I think it'll make it sound so much better. Obviously I did that on the red eye and it just changed it completely. Then stuck the XMod on there. I'll tell you why I'm not doing that to this car at this point. We might stick these on there. I'm still torn about that. I'll give you an update on the Hellcat and what's going on in that market as well. So let's jump on the road. But first, let's do a cold start with the mufflers and show you what it sounds like right now so we can do our comparison later. Now let's go cut these mufflers off and show you what it's going to sound like. Alright, so first I want to share with you why I'm not doing the XMod on this thing. And it's real simple. It's obvious, it should be obvious to everybody, but I'm selling this car. This car will be for sale probably in the next 60 days. So if you're interested, private message me. I will be trying to gouge the living daylights out of somebody just like the dealers are doing, because while I don't believe it's right that the dealers are putting humongous markups on these cars, I do believe that the individual consumer should follow suit, because frankly, we don't have a ton of profit built into these things. And usually, and for history, we've been screwed on cars and lost a fortune. So yes, I will want to get a great price out of this car, obviously to put that money towards the Hellcat, because this constantly switching cars thing is a little bit expensive. Totally cool with it, but it's a little expensive. So I wouldn't put a $3,000 XMod system on here just to sell the car like I did with the red eye, and some very lucky person is driving around in my red eye right now with a beautiful XMod system that was gifted to me, sponsored by MagnaFlow on that car. But when I get my new Hellcat, you better believe I absolutely will put the XMod system on there. But in the meantime, and a tremendous recommendation I would like to make, is to always remove your mid-mufflers. They call them the mid-mufflers. Some just call them the mufflers, but it's the mufflers, not the resonators, towards the back of the car. And any reputable muffler shop knows exactly what this is and what needs to be done. It's really simple. I'll show you. They're going to cut the mufflers off and just bypass them with a pipe, and this thing's going to sound completely different than the way it has sounded, and it's going to cost me $150, maybe $100. I don't know. I mean, the way I look at it is I'd pay up to $200 to make this thing sound better. Why haven't I done it so far? Honestly, it's just been pure busyness and me overthinking whether I wanted to have this thing loud like my red eye was in my neighborhood and as I drive this thing as a daily driver for work. But you know what? I started to think about it this morning. It's not that bad. Unless you stomp on it, it's pretty docile and reasonable for daily driving. So I convinced myself that it's time to do it. I want a loud exhaust on this Dodge Charger, and I think whoever buys this car from me will want that. Which leads to the next question is, will this thing pass emissions, California emissions, which are insane, without those mufflers? And I'm going to get the answer for you on that question as well. And the next thing is that everybody asks me about is, will removing these mufflers void your warranty? Well, I would say this, and I am not an expert, and check with your local dealership to make sure, but everything I've read about this warranty on this car is, no, it will not void the warranty unless your warranty claim is regarding your exhaust. So if you try to file an exhaust warranty claim, they would probably tell you, well, no, because you chopped up your exhaust. If you tried to claim that your mufflers were no good and you removed them, that probably wouldn't get approved. I mean, common sense, I think, rules and prevails here. So any other issues with the car that putting in a warranty claim, they would have to say that you removing the mufflers, there's a nice charger up there, you removing the mufflers caused the failure. And if they could prove that, then yes, they could void the warranty. And that's literally nearly impossible for that to happen with this slight modification to your exhaust. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. All right, so next, what's happening with my Hellcat? I've got a few comments of you all asking me about that. And so far, they don't have a build order yet. And that's the text I got maybe a week and a half ago. So I figure Dodge is still taking their sweet time in getting these things going, but I expect any day now that I should get an update. This thing has begun and the clock will start ticking, and I'm hoping within the next couple of months I'll get my Hellcat. Now, I did tell you in one of the last videos that I'm getting impatient, and if I could find a Hellcat out there right now, I would just buy it. The problem is last week I was texted by my dealer I bought my original Red Eye from the salesman who I love, but he said, hey, look, we've got a Red Eye Charger here in that Frostbite Blue, I think it's called, and we'll sell it to you for sticker. And I was like, well, that would be cool, but I didn't really want a Red Eye again because I am daily driving this thing, but maybe I'll consider that. In the week that it took me to think about it, they stuck a $15,000 markup on that Charger. And that's crazy. That means that, and I don't even know what the MSRP is on that thing. I'm guessing it's close to 90 grand. So I'm guessing they're over $100,000 for that Red Eye. Yet last week, if you paid any attention to the stock market, it crashed. The entire market crashed. My crypto account went down by 25-30%, as well as my stocks. Now, that meant there was a tremendous opportunity for me. So I went and I dropped a nice chunk of money, 5 figures, into the stock market because I believe it's going to come back and I believe there's some tremendous opportunities. No, I will not tell you what stocks I invest in because I'm not going to be responsible for you losing money and have people angry with me about that kind of stuff. But when there's blood in the water, jump in and start buying. So I didn't want to pull the trigger on a Hellcat for $15,000 more when there's opportunity to sink my money into something that will very likely return a great return over the next month or so. I do believe that's going to happen. And if not, then you'll see me crying in a pool of my own tears without a Hellcat. Just kidding. It's happening either way. But that's what's going on right now with the Hellcat. So I'm waiting, and I did tell that dealer that I think that based on what happened in the economy last week, the stock market, and inflation, that they may have a challenge getting $15,000 more than MSRP, and even they may find it hard to get MSRP based on the fear that exists right now in the economy. But I could be wrong, and there's a sucker born every minute, as they say. So if they sell it, more power to them. Let's see what happens. But if not, I told him to go ahead and message me, and I will readily come down there and roll in the dirt with him and buy it for a little bit under MSRP. And I don't expect I'll be getting a call from him anytime soon. So that's the update with the Hellcat. Now let's go get these mufflers cut off of this beautiful car and hear what it sounds like. I called a little bit ago about a mid-muffler delete on my Charger.
Okay. As soon as they bring down the car, we'll put it up.
All right, cool.
I'll let you know.
All right, thanks, man. And I'm a automotive YouTuber. Can I stand back there and film you guys doing it? Awesome, dude. Thanks. All right, we are at Anchor Muffler in Anaheim. We're going to let them chop these mufflers off in a second. Oh, man, this thing is filthy. That breaks my heart. We will be getting this cleaned, even though the weather looks horrible. I'm going to take care of you, sweetheart. Make you look and sound amazing. Oh, there's a car stereo place next door. While we're waiting, let's go see if they have a custom box for my Charger. I doubt it, but you never know. You guys got any Dodge Charger custom boxes? You know, like a Dodge Charger, the side?
I know what you're talking about. We don't have those.
No?
Yeah.
All right.
Check one online.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. I'll pull her around?
Yeah, 3 around the back.
You got it. All right, this will be the last time she sounds like this ever again.
mid-muffler delete, right?
Yes, sir. So
Middle.
it's
Everybody does the same.
everybody. I saw you.
Yeah.
So on your thing, there was a couple chargers. I was like, I'm going to him.
Yeah.
So these right here, right?
The ones in the middle.
Oh yeah, these right here. Yep.
These.
And that changes
The sound.
It sounds so good. I had a red eye and it sounded amazing when they yanked them off. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
Okay.
I'll get it, guys. You're awesome. So you don't want to remove these. These are the resonators. And some people do, some people don't. I don't want to go too crazy. So they're going to test it out real quick, make sure there's no leaks. Oh, you can already tell it sounds better. Now this is called a mid-muffler delete because the mufflers are in between the resonators and the catalytic converters. You can remove the catalytic converters and the resonators and make this thing basically a straight pipe and ridiculously loud and get to know your neighbors better and the local police, but I chose not to go that direction. Keep the resonators on there, keep it somewhat reasonable to drive around my neighborhood and not get pulled over all the time, and my cats, of course. So this should still pass emissions. I'm going to ask that question in a minute. And that is it. This literally took about 20 minutes for these guys to do it. You want to go to someplace reputable. You want to make sure they don't cockeye your exhaust in the back. They did a great job. Everything is in alignment. Looks great. Let's check out the finished product. Beautiful, guys. Thank you. Woo. Artwork, huh? Artwork. It's still reasonable, but you can hear that throaty sound a lot more. Those are the mufflers. I'm going to keep those so I can return it to stock if I ever trade the car in. Cool, huh? Yeah. Sound better. Sound much better. 485. A little bit more now, right? Like a horsepower or two? A little bit. Thank you, man. Sounds so much better, dude. Thank you, man. That was fast. Hey, so a lot of people ask me, does that affect emissions?
No. As
I don't
long as
know.
you don't touch the cats, you're good.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Get
where
there.
you go?
Exhaust. I don't even know how much you're charging me. How much? 140 bucks. It's the best 140 bucks you can spend on these cars, you know? Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks for being so fast.
No problem.
All right, so 140 bucks to remove those mufflers, throw them in the trunk. You can put them back on. Another 140 bucks. No big deal. So I see no reason why not to do this when you buy one of these. Makes the car sound so much better, and it does not affect emissions, and it will not affect your warranty. Of course, check with your local dealer. Don't hold me responsible, but everything I've seen and heard, you're totally safe. So let's start the sucker up and rev it a couple times and get out of here. Not too crazy, still sounds good. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. You know why I didn't do it sooner. So when this thing goes for sale, I'll leave it like this if you want me to, whoever buys the car. By the way, we're gonna give away these tips to one of you lucky subscribers. I just didn't want to do it since I'm gonna sell the car and these are a little flashy. But if you're interested in these, I will put the size of them. I can't remember what size they were. But if you want these, go comment on my last post of my car at the muffler shop and tell me you want the tips. And I will pick somebody randomly in the next couple days. And let's just say by the end of Monday night, and I will send these to you free of charge. Woo-hoo-hoo! Sounds great. And see, it's normal, you just drive normal, but when you stomp on it, it's not normal anymore. Sounds great. it sounds. That sounds great. What a difference. And then if I just drive normal, it's not bad at all. I'm not gonna get pulled over for this unless I do something stupid next to a cop like this. Oh, that sounds great. 140 bucks. 140 bucks. Should have done it sooner. Oh yeah, that's just obnoxious. If you want it to be. Alright, so folks, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, be respectful, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Listen to that. I mean, when you start getting dirty looks from people in cars next to you, you know that you've succeeded with making your exhaust louder. Listen to that.